For debate. Let me begin with our esteemed panel. Let me first ask UMF President, who is here with us. It's an umbrella organization, Shahid Ali Sahab. The UAE is building ties with India. You have awards being given by Arab nations to the Indian Prime Minister. Yet, people like you say that Muslim rights in India are being circumscribed. They are being abused. That Muslims are being marginalized. How is this possible, sir? This is a contradiction in terms.
Both the things are true. As far as the conferring of awards are concerned, undoubtedly, this is a matter of pride for us as well, because we are the citizens of India. And as and when any prize or any award is conferred upon Honorable Prime Minister of India, then he is bringing pride to us as well, all citizens of India. That is true. And that other part is also true, unfortunately. That ought not to have been. That the we people are being marginalized. There is no second thought to that. There is no contradiction to that. And that is a fact.
No, are you saying that the governments in the Gulf, Arab governments would let you down? That they will turn a blind eye and they will give Prime Minister Modi awards for doing this?
I cannot rely upon other governments because I am citizen of India, this great India, and I love my country a lot.
No. Sorry, sir. People like you have said. One second. Now you're changing the goalposts.
Sir.
Shahid bhai,
if
should
those
I remind
countries are conferring award upon our Honorable Prime Minister, undoubtedly, this is a matter of pride for us as well.
I
but
agree.
We cannot look for them.
Why is it a matter of pride?
For us rescue.
Because the Prime Minister is doing a good job, right? That's why it's a matter of pride.
See, sir, we believe in our constitution and we respect constitution. We believe that we can fight it out in our own country. We will not look towards them, towards other countries.
Shahid bhai, just 1 second. Why are you proud? Why are you proud that Prime Minister is getting awards from Middle Eastern countries? Why does it make you proud? Because the Prime Minister is doing a good job.
Because he is our head.
Oh, that's all.
So that's all.
It is only because he is the denotative head of India and not because he is doing a good job.
He is representing entire nation.
Okay.
All peoples of India.
Okay.
All peoples of India, whether they are citizens or even not citizens. But if they are living in India, then he is representing to all peoples of India.
Now, let me also...
Undoubtedly.
Okay.
Now, that is the one thing. Now, your question was something else, sir. Your question was that we should look towards them for a rescue. We will not. Who they are? Absolutely, we will not. We have our agencies, absolutely powerful agencies. We have our constitution, we have honorable courts.
Okay.
All agencies are so powerful, honorable courts are so powerful.
So, Shahid
we
bhai,
can look towards them. We will not look towards those countries कि भैया आ जाओ हम बचा लो क्यों बचाएंगे?
ठीक है, मैं आपको बताता हूँ, शाहिद भाई, because when certain people had made certain statements that certain people took very, very personally, what was said? अरे हमारे भाई UAE वाले और Arab Gulf वाले, they are getting upset with India. And you see, our ties with these countries will go down the drain. Mr. Modi is hurting these countries, therefore action should be taken. Then what was said? When the Prime Minister came out and condemned Hamas for being a terror organization, अरे, you are upsetting our brothers in Palestine and a large number of Gulf countries. You are ruining our equations, our traditional equations. तब तो आपको बड़ी लगी रहती है सर उनके बारे में. Anyhow, I understand. Let me bring in the BJP national spokesperson. Give me 30 seconds. It's okay, sir. You can pick and choose the moment you want to embrace your brothers in the Gulf and ditch them. That's your prerogative. But let me just open this up. I want to ask you.
That is not correct statement.
Well, I don't know, sir, because then you tell me.
That is not correct.
Then you tell me, why do we put so much premium on what the Gulf thinks about India? Then why do we worry whether we back Israel or we back Palestine or whoever? Why do you worry then? Anyhow,
that is the matter.
One
yes,
second.
Yes, I will
okay. I've spent enough time with you. I have spent enough time with you. Let me open the debate
Please,
out.
please.
I'll open the debate out. So we are not running away from this debate.
That is
I'll come back to you. Sanju Verma ji, I want to ask you this question. We are being told that the UAE and everyone else is conferring these awards because, you see, it is nice to do so. It is just optics. That there is no real substance.
You know, Rahul, you put out a very comprehensive introduction there, and taking up from the chain of thought that you put out, I would like to make a couple of very quick but pertinent points. Point number one, you know, going beyond the fact that Prime Minister Narendra Modi was given the Order of the Nile in June 2023, Grand Order of the Palestine in 2018, the King Abdulaziz Award by Saudi Arabia in 2016, the Order of the Renaissance by Bahrain in 2019, so on and so forth. The moot point is this. I always believe that by and large, good economics makes for good politics. And I'll tell you why. You know, in the last couple of years, there's been a very perceptible shift. Earlier, the entire bilateral trade between India and the UAE was all about oil, oil, and more oil. It was limited to oil diplomacy. We took a historic step last year on the 25th of September 2023, when defined convention, we exported 75,000 tons of non-basmati rice to the UAE to satiate their need for food security. Today, out of the annual $85 billion bilateral trade between UAE and India, do you know something? $51 billion is non-oil trade, which was unthinkable earlier. And to add to what you said about the India-Europe-Middle East economic corridor, you know, going forward, this is not only going to enhance defense cooperation, maritime security, and infrastructure connectivity between Arab nations and India, but more importantly, I would like to draw the attention of your viewers to Operation Desert Cyclone, which started as recently as Jan 2nd, 2024. For the first time in many years, the UAE and India have commenced from the 2nd of Jan this year in Rajasthan what is called Operation Desert Cyclone to enhance cooperation, joint surveillance, interoperability, and tactical training across the UAE's and India's armed forces, which I think is a historic step. But coming back to the economics of it, I remember a few years back, the ASEAN was India's biggest trading bloc.
True.
And do you know something today, Rahul? ASEAN is India's second biggest trading bloc. Our bilateral trade with ASEAN is about $132 billion, but our biggest trading bloc is the GCC, the Gulf Cooperation Council, which is made up of 6 Islamic nations, primarily the UAE, Saudi Arabia, Qatar, Bahrain, Oman, and Kuwait. And our bilateral annual trade with the GCC is a whopping $242 billion, out of which our largest trading partner is the UAE, followed by Saudi Arabia. So the limited point I'm trying to make is, if you see the shift from oil to non-oil trade, if you see, and look at the fact that today UAE and the GCC are our biggest trading bloc partners in terms of commercials. But more importantly, don't forget, if there is one historic day on the 22nd of January by way of the consecration ceremony at the Bhavya Ram Mandir, don't forget February 14th, 2024, when Prime Minister Narendra Modi will be inaugurating the Bhavya Bath Swami Narayan Mandir at the UAE, which is unthinkable. This could not have happened 9 or 10 or even 20 years back.
Okay, so let me bring it.
I will end by saying one thing, Rahul, which is very important. Do you remember March 1st, 2019? Sushma Swaraj had been invited by the OIC for its 46th council meeting, and Pakistan and a whole host of Islamic nations said that, if Sushma Swaraj is invited, then we will boycott the event. And Pakistan went to the extent of saying that when UAE as a federation came into existence on the 2nd of December 1971, Pakistan was the first country to recognize it.
But UAE backed us.
But what did the OIC and what did the other Muslim nations say? They
in
actually
particular
stood
UAE.
in solidarity, with India.